Hello guys, this is Regina Indeche Show na leo niko hapa na Prof. Prof, as you just shared off camera about a project you're working on, maybe I would like you to share with us, together with our audience, what it's really all about.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm actually working on a project on bioaccessibility of the food substances using a gastrointestinal digestion model. And the question I'm trying to answer is about many times when you go to the shelves in the supermarket, we get food labels, the labels on the containers telling us the amount of nutrients and the amount of micronutrients that are on this, that are in specific foods. But rarely do we ask ourselves, do we really need all this? Nutrients? Has anybody gone further to find out whether the body can actually absorb all these nutrients? And that is what I'm currently doing on bioaccessibility. Now, so these foods that we take, they are digested in our system through the various compartments from the mouth where there is crushing, then they go to the stomach, where we have enzymes interacting. Then from the stomach, it goes to the first part of the small intestine called the duodenum. Then it goes to the jejunum, and then we have the ileum as the other compartment in the body. Now, to carry out this study on bioaccessibility, what we are actually doing, we are using a model, a fabricated model that simulates a human digestive system, so that we are able to sample at various sites, and from there we can be able to now determine the levels of these nutrients at various sites within the digestive system. So the model is such that we are using the artificial dialysis membrane and microfilters to mimic the human or the natural membranes that are in our body systems that are able to filter the foods and then take them to the blood. So from this experimental design, we measure the amount of food that we take to this fabricated model. We check the levels in that food. Then after the process is done, we also check the levels. So if we realize that the amount has decreased, then it means that this food, we didn't require all these nutrients after all. Just a small portion of it is bioaccessible. And this is the new frontier in food chemistry, to try and understand how much we really need from these foods. Yes.
Oh, so Prof, you're trying to imply that there are some nutrients we're taking it and they're going to wastage, or what is it?
Oh yes, there are some nutrients we are taking and the body doesn't really absorb all of them, or some of them don't go through past the membrane, this impermeable membrane, and therefore it's a waste. So we really need to move on so that the energy we spend and the money we spend to come up with this kind of food substances, we can actually put it in the right use, so that we put the exact amount that is able to be absorbed by our bodies.
So Professor, I would like you to tell us, having a project you're working on, it definitely means there is an objective or a goal you're working towards. So what is the objective of your project?
The objective is actually to inform, especially the companies that are involved in food production, to start making sense out of the formulations, so that to make sure that they are able to produce food that is going to be beneficial to our bodies without any wastage. Yeah. So that is, at the end of the day, we want to be informative to the companies that are involved in production of food.
Oh, so it's all about informing the industries, so that because when we go and pick these things on the shelves, we don't have the ability to reduce or to increase the amount of the nutrients there. So I would like to thank you so much for the information you've given us, because most of us don't know that whatever we are purchasing, we might be taking some to wastage. You know, we're wasting a lot of money, wasting resources just because we want to acquire some nutrients, but then we don't know that we might be taking them in excess, that all of them are not absorbed by our bodies. So thank you so much, Professor. As you've heard our audience, we know that as we are getting these nutrients into our blood, into our bodies, not all of them are useful. Some of them are going to a waste, and we have to work on this. So Professor today has talked to us about food. You know, we we live around food. Everything about us is food, so we have to be so keen. And thank you so much, Professor, for your time, sparing your time to come and give us knowledge about this. Knowledge. They say that when you want to give to deny an African knowledge, put it in books. But now that you have it in mind, you've given us the ability to understand that some foods we are taking in are at a wastage. So thank you so much, Professor. See you next time. And how can my audience reach to you?
Okay, I can be reached through, I have, currently I'm at Kenyatta University in Food Science Laboratory, third floor. That's where I'm operating from, carrying out the current project.
Yeah.
And my takeaway home message is that you rather take food as your medicine, or sooner or later you'll be taking medicine as your food.
Thank you so much, Professor. Thank you so much, my audience. For those who haven't subscribed, kindly consider to do so. Comment and like, and we will bring you more people who are going to give us the knowledge about our lifestyles to better our lives and our health. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.